Hello, hello, hello. How are we all today? I hope we're doing really well. I am okay. I've not been very well, but on the mend. I really wanted to do this video soft spoken, and I don't know how effective that's going to be with a slightly bunged up sinus effect that I've got going on, and poorly chest and whatnot, but I think it's worth it for the effect I want for this video, which is just kind of relaxing, figure out what on earth I'm doing with me. So I have opened this box, but I've not at all sussed out the stages of how you go about doing this, which is planting sort of your own herbs in little jars on a windowsill. It's such an amazing idea, and it just shows how well my friend knows me. So I'll put it in the description, but the person who got me this is my best friend Rachel from one of my real person ASMR videos, and if you want to watch that video, yeah, the link will be in the description. It's a really good one. Well, I was semi-toothless in it, but other than that. So it is by Love Rustic, and it was her Christmas present to me. And yeah, this goes to show how well she knows me, because this is right up mine and my partner's street. But I wanted to do it as a video, and also, I don't know if this makes any difference at all, but I wanted to do it in spring so that our kitchen windowsill would get really nice lighting instead of in winter. But I don't know if that makes any difference. I don't know if these things need lighting. Anyway, so yes, I've opened it, as you can see there, but I've not sort of figured out the instructions or any of that jazz. So, are you ready? Here we go, here we go, here we go. Hopefully that's a nice sound. So you open it, and it's got really good packaging. Really like recycled. What? I might have to do a short with that later. That is a very nice packaging. Love it. Love it. Love it. Okay. So it comes with obviously all the little herbs. We have mint. I love mint. Mint. Oh my goodness, I love rosemary. Chives. And basil. Really good choices. We have a tree gift certificate. You've kindly been given the gift of planting a tree. Oh, I will definitely do that. I plant a tree every day, so big fan of tree planting when I can. It's, a small step and a small thing, but imagine if we all planted a tree every day. Okay, so we've got then this little guide. Okay. Sorry, I'm probably going to have to edit this video a lot with coughing in it. Then we've got the different jars. So we've got the chives, we've got the rosemary, and then we've got the two others as well in exactly the same way. They've got this at the bottom in these absolutely adorable jars. And then it says that you have to visit the website to learn how to actually plant the seeds. Okay, I may need to stop this video and report back in a second. Please note you'll need to visit growjar.co.uk for detailed growing instructions on each type of seed. Seeds can take between 1 to 3 weeks to germinate depending on conditions. So you soak the soil pellets in water for 10 minutes. Refill water if needed so pellets can absorb as much as possible. Peel off net and add soil to the jar on top of the stones. So what have we got in here? These are stones. I think. Okay, I think I need to stop the video and I will report back in a second. See you in a sec. Okay, so I think those things in the bottom of the jars were the soil in little like nets, and it says you soak the soil pellets for 10 minutes. So I'm going to soak these for 10 minutes, and then I guess you just sort of take them out of their netting and put them in the jars. But I think this is going to be a messy business. Okay, so I'm going to take my 4 jars and put stones in the bottom of them. So let's do that. We've got the stones. I don't know how ASMR friendly this bit's going to be here. May have to cut this out. Definitely going to have to cut this out. Sorry everyone. They look so nice. They look really like aesthetic with their little stones in the bottom. I think this is going to be really good. So I'm just looking online about how to plant them. And I think really all that changes is, like, I guess maybe the depth of how far you down you plant them. The mint came with some twine. So I'm thinking the mint is going to be a bit of a different story. But let's leave our soil pellets to soak for another 8 or so minutes. I'll research the mint and why did I do that? And I will come back to you. Okay, so our soil has been soaking for 10 minutes and look at it. It's ginormous. It's ginormous. Okay, I've got a little post-it with the depths written on. Mint didn't say anything about twine. Unless the twine is to be like a cute, maybe it's to be like a cute little bow decoration around the jar. That could be it. I might look that up, but anyway, I think it was just stored in the mint jar. I don't think it was actually anything to do with the mint. The reason that mint is different though, oh my goodness, someone has a loud engine. I didn't know anyone around here had a very loud engine like that. Okay, so sorry, it's spoiling everything. Okay, mint is just on the surface, not down at all, and it also needs to be very hot. Well, not very hot, but just a bit more than room temperature, which isn't really doable in our flat because we're being very good with not turning on our heating, but I think it'll be okay. Shall I deposit some soil into some jars? I think this is going to be an absolute mess. Shall I turn you down so you can see what I'm dealing with here? Excuse me, microphone. Okay, so we have soil, soil and jar, soil and jar. I quite liked the sound of the, oh my goodness, what am I doing? What do we think, people? Squeeze it in? I can clean all this up. Oh, sorry. I can clean all this up later. Squeeze it in. Squeezy, squeezy, squeezy. Sorry for the noise, folks. Okay. That is some nice soil. Okay, on to basil. Come on, basil. Well, basil's soil at least. Squeezy, squeezy, squeezy. In you go. In you go. Guys, this is a mess. This is an actual mess. I wanted this video to be relaxing. I hope people don't get like feeling very non-relaxed from watching messy things happen. That would be very fair enough if you did. I'm very sorry. Okay, move that one away. To chives. Okay, in you go. The soil of chives. In, and oh my goodness, I did that one really well. You live and learn, I guess. You live and learn. I think after this I'm gonna have to go wash my hands. Okay, move the chives away. Bring over the rosemary. I hope you can hear the tear of the netting. It's really quiet, but it's actually such a nice sound. Okay. I'm just going to go clear this bowl away then and come back. Okay, I think I'm going to start with mint because mint is a surface situation, so I don't need to get my hands muddy for that one. So it probably makes sense to start with it. Absolutely so minuscule you almost can't see anything. Here we go. Okay, to say that was an anticlimax. No, look, I think, to be honest, I think I've got all. They're just so tiny. I don't think they've kind of all fallen in the same place, which is an issue. Oh, I didn't moisten the soil first. Should I do it now? Should I do it now? In my opinion, the soil was soaking wet, wasn't it? So let's say that's fine. Okay, I just need to find like the warmest spot for that, and that's that one done. Let's put you over there. Okay, next up, let's do rosemary. The tricky thing about rosemary is it has to apparently be covered in plastic wrap. We do not possess such a thing. It's one of the things we got rid of when we sort of tried to become more eco-friendly. But we do have this like silicone bowl covers. Maybe I could try something with that. I could use the twine. Yeah, I'll figure something out. So where's rosemary? Rosemary apparently it just needs to be lightly covered in soil. You know what I might do is actually open all of these. Then it doesn't matter if I have muddy fingers. Okay, my tear was nowhere near as successful as the mint tear. Come on. Yeah. Okay, they're a bit more clear. And I'll open basil. Apparently I'm now rubbish at opening envelopes. Okay, that was mightily unsuccessful. What does basil look like? Bigger than mint, but still not. There it is in that corner. Still not that big. Basil, and then chives. The chives sound the best in their packet, which I think means they might be quite big. I was really fooling myself on that mint envelope that I was a capable human being. Apparently not. Oh, I mean the chives aren't huge. I think it's just because they sound so dry. Okay, back to the rosemary then. Rosemary. I'm going to moisten the soil. Oh, sorry folks, that was not, there we go. And then, they're meant to be lightly covered, so I might just slightly pull back some soil. Okay, so I've pulled back some soil with my finger. Done. And then I'm just going to lightly cover over. There we go. Da, 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 da. I will get some plastic wrap, silicone bowl covers later to put over that. So that's the rosemary done. let's do chives next because they need the next least depth. So they have to be 1/2 centimetre below the surface. So I think I'm going to consider that lightly covering. Come on then, chives. Okay, I'm rubbish at pouring them in. It's a huge anticlimax when I pour them in. I also feel like they're all just pouring in kind of into the same area. So I don't want them to get overcrowded in one little tiny centimetre wide spot. I don't know. Okay, the basil needs to be like 1.5 centimetres below the surface. So I think I'm going to do a bit of digging here. Dig, 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 dig in. Dig, dig, dig. Okay, that might even be a bit deep actually, but let's see. Come on, tiny bits of basil. Done. Guys, I do not have the greenest of fingers. I'm sorry, little herbs, if I let you down. I didn't moisten, did I? Already rubbish at this. Should I moisten now? Okay, so I don't know how successful this will be, but I'll report back probably in a community post about these. I mean, they look really cute. I'm going to tie some twine around them actually. Let's do that now. I'm not going to tie twine around the rosemary one because the rosemary one is the one with the plastic. And I might use twine to kind of seal down that plastic. But shall I tie twine around the jars? Tying a knot, and then and through and in, and tying a bow. The world's worst bow. What did I do wrong? No, look, rustic. Should I tie the twine around the basil? Guys, this is fascinating for you. I know. Look, I'm hoping this has been in some way relaxing. Actually, while I'm tying twine, should I say goodbye to you? I really do hope you've enjoyed this video. Sorry that my soft-spoken voice is a poorly one, but I really wanted to persevere with this soft-spoken idea because I thought it would just work really nicely for this kind of video, and I hope that's the case. I guess I'll find out in editing. I really hope that you had a good weekend and are looking forward to the rest of the week. Easter weekend, long weekend, that'd be nice. I'm going to go see the puppies this weekend, so I'm going to have an amazing weekend myself. And thank you so much for watching. I know this was a bit of a random one, and thank you, Rachel, for the herbs. I love them. They are so adorable and hopefully fruitful, full of lovely flavours in a few weeks' time, or more than that probably, a few months' time maybe, I'm not sure. Thank you so much for watching, everyone, and have a really good couple of days. I'll see you on Friday.